Harold. It's another Skills Friday. And today I'm going to be talking to the backs out there, running backs, slot receivers, any type of receiver, any type of ball carrier. We're going to talk about how to run in the open field, man. This happens so frequently if you're a running back. This happens so frequently if you're a slot or a receiver, man. There's going to be a time where you're out in the open, you got to beat one defender, or it's going to be an open space and there might be a blocker and the one defender. You got to be able to run and win in these scenarios, because if you can't win in these scenarios, you ain't going to score no touchdowns. If we can't score no tutties, we shouldn't even be out there, buddy. So let's make sure we understand this and really understand how to run in this open field. So first and foremost, understand moments that you may be in the open field. If you're a slot receiver, you may be running a screen pass, so you may have to know where your blockers are and know where your defenders are and beat these blockers. Also, if you're a running back, you need to understand, okay, what plays do we run that I get to the outside very fast, or I may be in the open field. Even if you're a quarterback and you're running, like, you need to be able to understand scenarios where you're going to be in the open field. Understand how frequent these things actually happen. So second, we're going to go over, you need to understand where your defenders are. Know where they are, and you have to understand the angle they may have on you. First play I'm going to show y'all is actually Antonio Brown in the preseason when he played for the Steelers. This is way back when. This video is actually pretty old. As you see, the quality isn't the greatest, but as you see, he catches the screen pass. He has two blockers. The one guy gets his blocker, and the next one gets the other blocker. Now he's like, okay, these guys have the angle on me. Let me cut in between these multiple defenders, make a play. He makes one guy miss, makes another miss, and he's cutting across field because he knows he has more people that are going to block for him. Now when he cuts back, he cuts off the blocker, and then he's celebrating, man. It's that simple. A lot of times we get caught up in stuff that don't matter. We're worrying about, oh, well, let me get to the end zone, but they may be cooking them hot dogs up for after the game. Like, bro, that don't matter right now. Let's get in the end zone. Understand where our blockers are, and we have to understand the angles that these defenders have on us, because the worst thing you want to do is be in the open field and get chased down from behind. Believe me, I know. I got tackled by the kicker before, and I got cussed out by my coach before. So you need to make sure you understand where the defenders are, so you're not getting snuck up on, man. That's the worst feeling. The worst feeling when you got an open touchdown. And also, there's another clip, man. Tavon Austin. If you want to be the best, you gotta watch the best. Tavon Austin, as a running back in high school, he gets the ball, and look at him, man. Like, he's going straight to the outside. He sees that he has blockers, but he sees these defenders. Once he sees these defenders, he's like, okay, I got the angle on these guys. I'm out running guys. Makes a move on one, and he makes a move on another. And he's like, okay, I'm cutting across field because these guys had the angle on me. This guy's out of position. He's not going to tackle me. And that's the point. You want to get these defenders off balance and out of position. If you're getting them out of position and off balance, they cannot tackle you. Ain't nobody going to tackle you when they're off balance. It's not possible, bro, unless you're out there playing against Ray Lewis. And in that case, you may need to work on your game if you can't really get people off balance. But getting people off balance is the most important skill, especially when running an open field. Another clip that I got for y'all is Tavon Austin again. Tavon Austin in high school again. Look at this, man. He takes the handoff and he shoots through the hole. He understands where his blockers are, which is the last point we're going to go over. He understands where his blockers are, and he's making people miss. Actually, wow, he makes a lot of people miss. That's you can't teach that, man. I'm going to rewind it for y'all. So look, he literally hits the hole. When he hits the hole, he sees his blockers. He's like, okay, my blockers, I'm running off my blockers' butt. I'm running off of, okay, these guys got blocking. I'm running towards my blocking. I'm making sure these guys are picking up a guy or just getting these guys out of position so I could just get upfield. He makes him get out. Ugh, that was nasty. So he runs away from these guys, and once he's in the open field, he say, okay, there's nobody that has the angle that's going to catch me. Let me get into the end zone. The forward catches him, but it's too late. I'm in the end zone already. So we need to understand where our blockers are, use them to our ultimate advantage. And as the last clip I'm going to show you guys is Matthew Nixon, some 12-year-old running back. It's from 2011, so dude's probably a grown man now. But just check it out, man. Like, this dude, I seen this clip last night. I was wondering, I was like, wow, he really understands how to read blocks. So literally he makes this guy miss, And wow, doesn't really get great blocking, but he sees the blocking on the other side, and he's running away from people. He's running away from his defenders. He sees he has another blocker upfield, and he uses that, but the guy doesn't make the block, and he gets this guy off balance. He understands how to get people off balance. He wasn't running the fastest in the world, and that's what you got to understand. As a running back, slot receiver, like, you don't have to be the fastest person on the field. You don't have to be Tyreek Hill. Get these dudes off balance and get to the end zone. That is the most important thing when running an open field. Understand where your blockers is at. Understand where the defenders are. Know who they are and get them off balance so you can get to the end zone. And also, you want to understand this is a very frequent skill that you need to have. Peace. Be great.
Check this video out on the screen if you want to be mean on that green, or real on that field, or extort on that court. The No Baller Left Behind Act supports this video. You feel me?